Ever think about, like, how much trust we put in caregivers,
Mm-hmm.
especially the ones who are there for us during, really personal times?
Yeah.
And, like, what happens when that trust gets totally broken
Uh.
in, like, the worst way possible?
Yeah.
Well, today, we're going to do a deep dive into this wild case of Caitlin Braun.
Okay.
So she basically tricked a whole bunch of doulas in Ontario, Canada.
Wow.
And we're going to be using clips in this podcast called Something Was Wrong
Okay.
to, like, really figure out how she pulled this off and,
Yeah.
like, what the impact was.
Mm.
It really makes you think about how vulnerable people are in these, like, caregiving roles.
Yeah. Yeah. Duelists, like, they're there for people when they're going through, like, huge changes,
Yeah.
super vulnerable times.
Right.
And Caitlin Braun, she totally took advantage of that whole dynamic.
Yeah.
She made up all these stories to, like, draw the doulas in
Mm.
and then just, like, totally betrayed them.
It's messed up.
It is.
And the thing is, she wasn't even doing it for money or just attention.
Right.
It seems like it was something way deeper.
Yeah, yeah. Could be like a need for control, maybe?
Totally.
Something way beyond like what a normal con artist would do.
Okay, so let's start with Caitlin's friend Emma. Okay. Emma saw this manipulative behavior in Caitlin even before she messed with the doulas.
Wow.
Emma said Caitlin always needed attention,
Really?
like all the time.
Wow.
And she would just blow up Emma's phone with texts and always want to hang out.
Hmm.
That's important, right?
It is.
Because it shows that this wasn't like a one-time thing for Caitlin.
Right, right. It was a pattern.
Yeah. Like, she was always trying to get attention.
Always trying to get people to like notice her.
Yeah. And Emma even said that Caitlin would make up medical problems
Oh, wow.
just to get people to feel sorry for her.
Like she was testing things out,
Very creepy.
Yeah, yeah. Like practicing her lies.
And then she goes after bigger targets, right?
Right.
Like, the first doula she tricked, it's a crazy story.
Okay.
So Caitlin tells her that her brother sexually assaulted her.
Oh my God.
And the doula, she's just trying to help, right?
Of course, yeah.
So she goes with Caitlin to the hospital. But at the hospital, the doula starts to notice things that don't add up.
Like what?
Like with Caitlin's story and how she's acting.
Yeah.
But then Caitlin drops this bomb.
What?
She says she's pregnant from the assault.
What?
But here's the thing. She had an IUD.
Whoa, wait, hold on.
That's when the doula was like, hold up, something's not right here.
Yeah, no way. That makes no sense.
It's like she's just ignoring basic biology.
Right.
Just to get what she wants.
Yeah, like she'll say anything.
So the doula starts to doubt Caitlin's story. But by then, she's already, like, emotionally invested.
Right, it's too late.
And this is going to happen again
Oh, no.
to other doulas who get mixed up with Caitlin,
Wow.
and things get even worse.
How good.
Caitlin finds a doula who specializes in pregnancy and infant loss.
Oh, God.
Like supporting families who've lost a baby.
Yeah, that's like the worst kind of loss.
I know, right?
Those families are going through so much pain.
And Caitlin just uses that to her advantage.
This is really messed up.
It is. It's like she's preying on their empathy.
It's just awful.
So Caitlin contacts this doula and tells her she's having a stillbirth.
Oh, no.
And at first, she's really convincing.
Wow.
But over time, the doula starts to see that Caitlin's story doesn't make sense.
Good.
This doula, she's smart, right?
Right.
She doesn't just take Caitlin's word for it.
Good for her.
She starts looking into things.
Mm.
And she finds other doulas who've been tricked by Caitlin.
Oh, wow. So there's a whole network of them.
Yeah, it's like a pattern.
So she wasn't just targeting one doula. It was like a whole scheme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because this doula, she spoke up and
Yeah.
talked to other doulas, they were able to figure out what Caitlin was doing
That's amazing.
and warn other people.
Wow, good for them.
It shows how powerful community can be.
Yeah, they came together.
They shared their experiences.
Yeah.
And they were able to stop Caitlin from hurting more people.
That's so powerful.
But it still had a huge impact on them.
Of course.
Imagine, you're trying to help someone during what you think is their worst moment.
Yeah.
And then you find out it was all fake.
Oh, man.
You feel so betrayed.
Totally. Like completely violated.
Exactly.
It would mess you up.
And that's what we're going to talk about next.
Okay.
We'll look at the emotional impact this had on the doulas. And we'll try to figure out what Caitlin was really after.
Interesting.
Why would she go to all this trouble to trick these people?
I don't know, but I'm ready to find out.
Me too. It's a wild story.
It is.
And we're just getting started.
Okay.
It's really heavy stuff,
It is, yeah.
Thinking about how these doulas were tricked,
Yeah.
like they were just trying to help.
Yeah. Right. They were there to support these women.
And to have that, like, thrown back in their faces
It's awful.
must have been so hard.
Absolutely. It's like a real trauma.
Yeah.
You go in wanting to do good.
Yeah.
You're there to nurture, to help people through something so difficult.
And to find out it was all fake,
It just blows your mind.
it's like your whole world gets turned upside down.
Yeah, you start questioning everything.
And remember how we were talking about Caitlin targeting that doula?
Yeah, the one who specialized in pregnancy and infant loss.
It just blows my mind that someone would do that.
I know, it's just like a whole other level of messed up.
To use someone's grief like that,
It's heartless.
it really shows you how manipulative she was.
Absolutely. It's like she had no empathy at all.
Just zero.
And as we heard from more doulas,
Yeah.
it became pretty clear that this wasn't just about attention.
Right, it was something way more complicated.
Yeah, some people have brought up Munchausen syndrome.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
It's where someone makes up illnesses to get attention.
So like faking being sick.
Exactly. And with Caitlin, she had a history of that.
Right, she always had some medical drama going on.
And the way she acted during those fake labors.
Yeah, it's like it all fits.
But then you have to think,
Yeah.
why would she target doulas specifically?
That's a good point.
It's not like she was going to doctors for treatment,
So maybe it wasn't just Munchausen's.
right? There could be other things going on too.
Like what?
Well, some experts think it was about control.
Control.
Yeah, like by making up these situations,
Mm.
she was controlling how everyone around her reacted.
It's like she was the director of a movie or something.
Exactly, and everyone else was just playing their part.
And the doulas had no idea.
No, they were just trying to help.
It's so messed up.
And even after she got caught,
Yeah.
she kept doing it.
No way.
Yeah, she found new doulas to trick.
It's like she couldn't stop.
Like it was some kind of
She's
addiction.
controlling people.
Exactly.
And then it gets even crazier.
What else happened?
She accused her ex-girlfriend of sexual assault.
Oh my God.
And it turned out that was fake too.
Wow, are you serious?
Totally.
So she was making false accusations too.
Yeah, it's like she wanted to hurt people.
That's really scary.
I know, it's like she was using these accusations as a weapon.
To get back at anyone who questioned her.
Exactly.
This is really dark.
It is.
And for the doulas who were involved,
Yeah?
trying to recover from this must have been so hard.
I can't even imagine.
They were betrayed, their skills were used against them.
And their whole profession was kind of called into question.
Right, like could this happen to any doula?
So how did they cope with all of this?
A lot of them went to therapy.
Makes sense.
They needed help processing the trauma.
And some of them started speaking out.
Really?
Yeah, they wanted to warn other doulas about this kind of scam.
That's amazing.
They turned something awful into something positive.
Yeah, they took their pain and used it to help others.
It's really inspiring. But this whole thing really affected the doula community.
I bet.
Like it made people wonder if doulas were too trusting.
Right, like, could this happen again?
And it made some people question whether they should even hire a doula.
That's a shame.
It is, because most doulas are amazing.
Totally, they're dedicated and compassionate people.
But Caitlin's actions kind of cast a shadow over the whole profession.
Yeah, it's like she made people afraid to trust doulas.
It's a tough situation.
It is.
Because you want to be empathetic and supportive,
Yeah,
but you also have to be careful.
right. You can't let people take advantage of you.
It's like walking a tightrope.
Exactly. You have to find that balance
Yeah.
between trusting people and protecting yourself.
And I think that's one of the biggest lessons from this whole story.
What do you mean?
Well, we talked about Munchausen's.
Yeah,
And we talked about control.
right.
But we still don't really know why Caitlin did all this.
It's a mystery.
Like, what was going on in her head?
I don't know, but it's a question that keeps coming back to me.
Me too. It's
Yeah.
like, what was her motivation?
Maybe she just needed to be the center of attention.
Or maybe she was trying to create her own reality.
A reality where she had all the power.
It's kind of scary to think about.
It is.
But it's a reminder that people can be really complicated.
And sometimes we'll never fully understand why they do the things they do.
Caitlin's story is definitely a cautionary tale.
Yeah, it shows how easily we can be deceived.
But it's also a story about resilience
The resilience of the doulas who were hurt by her.
and the strength of the doula community.
Absolutely, they came together to support each other and to protect others from being harmed.
And that's something we can all learn from,
Definitely, we can all learn to be more aware, more cautious.
and to support each other when things go wrong.
I think that's a great message to end on.
Me too. It's a reminder that even in the face of something terrible,
Yeah,
there's always hope.
there is.
And we can always choose to heal and to grow from our experiences.
I couldn't agree more.
Makes you think twice.
Yeah, it really does.
About who you trust.
Yeah.
It's like anyone can be fooled.
Exactly. And that's what makes this whole Caitlin Braun thing so fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, she was so good at what she did.
Right.
Even these doulas who were supposed to be experts in, like, supporting people,
Yeah.
they got played.
It just shows you how powerful manipulation can be.
It's scary, right?
It is.
Like, how do you even know who to trust anymore?
Right. It's like you said before, we can't be naive,
No. You got to be smart.
but we also don't want to, like, shut everyone out.
Right. You don't want to become, like, totally cynical.
It's all about finding that balance.
Yeah.
Between your heart and your head.
Exactly.
You got to trust your gut, but you also got to use your brain.
Okay, so what about for people who are, like, caregivers?
Oh, yeah. Good point. For them, it's even more important.
Right.
They got to set boundaries.
Boundaries.
Yeah. And take care of themselves.
Oh, right. Self-care.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes I forget about that. It's easy to do, especially when you're so focused on helping others.
Right.
But if you're not taking care of yourself,
Yeah.
you're going to burn out.
And then you're no good to anyone.
Exactly. So, yeah, self-care is super important.
So, like, what would you say are the big lessons from all this?
Big lesson.
From Caitlin's story?
Okay, I'd say number one, always trust your gut.
Yeah.
If something feels off, it probably is.
Don't ignore those red flags.
Exactly. And number two, manipulation can be really sneaky. Sneaky?
Yeah, it's not always obvious. Sometimes it's like little things.
Right.
Making you feel guilty or playing on your emotions.
And a third lesson.
Take care of yourself. Seriously. Set boundaries, practice self-care, and don't be afraid to ask for help.
Okay, that's good advice.
It applies to everyone, not just caregivers.
So I think we've covered a lot today.
We have. It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, Caitlin's story is definitely like a cautionary tale.
It is. It
Yeah.
shows how easy it is to be tricked. But it's also a reminder that we can learn from these experiences.
Right, we can use them to grow and to become more aware.
Okay. Anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
Just that, you know, even though this story is pretty dark,
Yeah.
it's important to remember that most people are good.
Right.
We can't let the actions of a few bad apples ruin our faith in humanity.
Well said.
Thanks.
So if you enjoyed this deep dive into Caitlin Braun's doula deception, make sure to subscribe to the deep dive for more.
Yes, subscribe.
We'll keep bringing you thought-provoking discussions.
Yep.
And we'll always go beyond the headlines to give you a deeper understanding of the world.
Exactly.
Until next time, stay curious.
And stay informed.
And stay safe out there.